Good evening, paedophiles.
Well, that's one way to intro a podcast, isn't it? Good evening,
No, it's
paedophiles.
not
I mean,
Well,
if you want to kick it off with your hospital story, go for it.
hang on a minute, you forgot something.
Well, I have.
Yeah, there's someone here.
We're very professional here, as you can tell.
Someone here.
There is somebody else here.
Go on.
We have
Hello.
Dan Peet.
Oh,
Hello.
yes.
He will be joining us
Not
for
a lot of
today.
voice, thank you.
That is the third voice for today, so don't panic. It's nothing serious.
You know.
Anyway, like I
Go
said,
on.
if you want to kick it off with your hospital story, go for it.
No, me.
Get everyone intrigued.
No. I don't know. Go on then. Well, I had a fun day yesterday-ish. I had to go and get my eyes checked because I have good eyes. Always have
Wobbly
good eyes. Wobbly eyes, you could say. But yeah, so I had to go in. I had to sit in this waiting room. This man was here, this random man. Never seen him in my life. It's like, I reckon he was about 84. Right, and he just started giving us a life story. And basically, right, he had to go in the army once.
In the army?
And when you come back from the army, his wife was like pregnant.
Oh.
Obviously, before he went to the army,
Oh.
he's been up to some naughty business.
Childish behaviour, you could say.
It's quite childish. So he came back and his wife had give birth and all that. And like back in them days, you had like a number where your child was. Because they had to sit in this like a crib or something. I don't know what it is. And he was like, "Which number is it?" And he was like, "Oh, it's number 15." Just going over to it. He walked over to it, and the baby was black.
Oh.
Well, that's a
But
bit
he's white. but he's white.
Why has that happened then?
And his wife is also white. So he was like, "Who's this baby?" And what do you mean it's your baby? I was like, and he was like saying like, "How's that my baby when I'm white and that's black?" And obviously he was using some not great language.
Obviously.
Quite racist, really.
Not repeat
I'm not, because I'll get.
You nearly said it on stream as well.
I did almost say it on stream.
That's another story for later on.
Yeah, but so forget the man in the room. He was a legend, really. I reckon he's a legend. Oh, the baby wasn't his, by the way. They just got the number mixed up.
Oh.
The black baby was someone else's.
You mix up a number? What?
Well, it was number 16, not number 15. Imagine if you took that baby over, like, well, look at it. Well, this is not our baby. Why have we got this black baby here?
Just rob the kid.
So the black couple on the other side of the room got a white baby. Like, what's happened?
Yeah.
Well, how's that happen then?
Imagine that. I reckon that would happen to me. That's something I'd do. But I just pick at this baby like,
I don't think that should be mine. Take it anyway.
Swear my wife's white.
I think I'm white as well.
Who have you been sleeping with? Barack Obama walk around the corner. Then anyway, back to so I'm waiting for my eyes.
Horrific story.
And then they had to like numb my eyes with this like a drop. And this like Indian woman, obviously they're Indian, couldn't hear a thing she was saying. She got a mask on. She's speaking fluent Indian. And then it's like grabs hold of my head. I'm like, oh Christ!
Oh.
And then pulled it back. I'm like, this is gonna get aggressive. This. It's like squeezing this like drop in my eye, and she went, it won't sting. My eyes were burning. They went all red and everything. I was like, oh, this is great. This. So she was talking to me. I couldn't see. I was like looking at her like, this is just brilliant. Like, I can't see you. Can't hear her. I can't see her. Then she was like, all right, we're gonna get this like machine. It's like a pointy thing, and they put a lens in front of it, and this like little sharp edge. It was like, right, you won't feel it. It's going to go into your eye. I was like, oh my Christ. And then I was like, right, I won't feel it, so I'll be sweet. Next minute, she went, don't blink. What do you mean, don't blink?
How do you not blink when a machine's come towards
my
you?
eye? So, exactly. And then she aggressively, once again, whipped my eye up. I was like, she grabbed hold of it so I wouldn't blink. So it was, and then next minute, I just felt it go into my eye. I was like, this is the weirdest thing I've ever experienced in my life.
Oh dear.
But I could just feel it going around my eye. I was like, this is well done.
Did it actually hurt though, or was it numb?
Well, it was numb, but my eyes were already stinging, so it didn't make a difference. But it just, I could feel it though. It was just weird. Do you know what I mean? I was driving home in the car while I weren't driving.
Obviously. I mean, you're blind and you can't drive anyway.
Blind, exactly. And then I could just feel it though. I was like, this. I just felt it. I was well weird. Then I had it done 4 times because she was like, "Oh, that didn't work." I was like, "What do you mean? It didn't work?
It did not
You're
work.
qualified to fix my eye. It didn't work." But I have to go back in 6 months or something.
6 months? What to do with
See
it?
if my eyes have got any better. Probably. I might just get hold of me and just stick it in her eye. Don't blink, love. Don't blink.
Don't blink, it might have.
Yeah, but not much really happened. It was just that, really. I mean,
I assume
hopefully I got a bit out of work though. I was meant to go. I got home at about 3:30, so I had like an hour off work basically. So pretty good.
Then.
No, I couldn't see it like one.
But yeah, I assume you just went home and chilled.
I just went home and just sat there like, yeah, my eye's broken.
I can see loads.
There's only one eye.
There's only one.
Well, yeah, the other one's sweet. Well, it's not great. Like, well,
it's better than the other one.
I've always had bad eyes, me though. In primary school, I always had bad eyes. I had glasses in primary school, and I never won. Naughty.
Rebel.
That's probably why. Where are your glasses? Yeah.
It's probably why they're quite bad now.
Probably.
It wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, I reckon they're alright, me.
I mean, if you think they're alright, then they're alright.
Exactly. Well, yeah.
Eventful story.
Not really. It's quite dead, really. Not much happens.
The fact that you had a machine going into your eye.
Yeah, you don't want to have that done. Look after your eyes, I say.
Yeah. If you need glasses, I assume you were.
I've got one now.
Goodbye.
I got whips, just glasses now. Well, they're not whips, they're just glasses. I'm changed.
Just chatting wet now. Should have
That's the whole point of the podcast.
Oh yeah. Should have called it the Wing It Podcast or something like that. We could have come up with so many better names for this.
Nah, the Wing It Podcast, brilliant.
I mean, we've got the name now, so.
Can we just talk about? We had a good amount of views on the last podcast.
We did.
155 views. That's decent, ain't it? Yeah. Next minute we check 105.
How?
Where the views gone?
How? As far as
How
I
do you
know.
unsee a video?
Exactly. The only it's not even logical. The only reason I can think of is if you've deleted your account. Why would you do that?
There's no way any odd people have deleted their account or whatever. However many.
50 odd people.
It doesn't work like that. As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't work like that.
As far as I'm concerned, we have 155 views.
I mean, I think if you actually go on it on the analytics, I don't know if you can on mobile, but no, I can. And it still says like 168 or something like that. So,
it's going up, is it?
Yeah, it is. I think it's like YouTube just being broke and awful.
YouTube can't stop us.
Yeah. We'll get these views one way or another.
We'll just start writing them on.
Just edit them.
Edit the views, saying 1,000 or something.
Hack into the system.
We'll just start getting some money for it.
Yeah. Just put it on loop over and over, get them watch hours going.
You just can't turn it off. It just keeps going on.
It's not a bad idea.
One day, I've tried to do it. They can't even go off the phone. It's just stuck.
Like it's what, an hour long. Like that's every 24 hours of watch time a day.
We've completed it.
Oh no, 4,000 in no time.
Easy.
Telling you, beat the system.
We wouldn't get any subs though. Because they
No.
can't sub because it's going to keep watching it.
Mm.
Great.
But the more views
There
it
we are.
gets, the more people will see it and probably subscribe.
Probably. You hope.
Saying that, you know how I started, well, I say started this year, like it was like last week or the week before, and you said, oh, you should put a target on for that video, the one that's
Which one? The one that's doing well.
yeah, that one. And you
Yeah.
said, I should, instead of just getting like only 10k views, you should get it like
Yeah.
a certain amount of watch hours, likes and stuff. Well, that video has literally today hit 100 likes.
100 likes?
100 likes, and it's on.
Yeah, you should just title every thing
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Because the title has done its bits.
I know, the title, I want to say the thumbnail, but the thumbnail's just, it's pretty dead.
I don't understand how you've done it, me, really.
Neither do I. It's on
It's quite
9.9k
weird.
views. It's
So it's going to hit 10k.
It's going to hit 10k probably tomorrow. So, that's a thing.
Well,
It's gave me
fair
16
enough.
subs as well, so...
Round of applause for Jack.
oh no.
Anyway. Cracking idea.
I mean,
Rocket League.
me and Jack have the idea of recording another one on the exact same date it came out, 2019, I think, just this year, which I think was the 24th of June. I might be wrong, but I think that's what it was.
Where you can check.
Oh, yeah, I can check, but I'm pretty sure that's when it is. So there's probably gonna be another one then.
That's 10k views.
Exactly. Channel's been popping from it.
Getting the
Oh,
monetization
yeah.
in no time.
Oh no, I'm nearly a quarter of the way there on watch hours. I'm on
What do you need for that?
4k. I'm on like 400.
Oh.
If you times that number by 10, if you times that number by 10, I've hit it.
Well, we'll just times it by 10.
To be fair, it is only like a 7-minute long video.
The shorter ones do the best.
I know. I think I have like clips on YouTube of just like 30 seconds, and they have like decent amount of views.
Because it's just easy to watch, innit?
Like you can just watch the whole thing. It's like, oh, that's cool.
It's like you don't need to be
Anyway.
engaged to watch it. You just
Exactly.
click on it and it'll view all the way through.
Click on it. It's like
Exactly.
they're the ones that get
Not
me.
like-
Like, I want to say good watch time, but they don't because they're only short. But
It gets short. It's kind of levels it out because it's a
Yeah.
short video, but it gets a lot of views.
yeah, a lot of
Definitely.
views, but it's just not much watch time. But they watch the whole thing.
So,
I don't know.
I reckon it's fair
YouTube's
enough.
weird, especially
Yeah.
reaction videos on YouTube as well. They bang, they bang views.
I reckon we make a reaction channel.
Do you reckon? I mean, I will if you want.
I will, but
I'm not saying
Yeah.
no.
how do you do it?
Literally, just get a video on YouTube. I'll record it. It's easier with face cams, but we don't have them. Saying that, I am ordering one because I need one for my online lessons.
Do you?
Yeah, like every week. It's just put your cameras on at the start of the lesson. Like, yeah, about that.
Wait, do you not have a camera on your computer? On your
No.
PC?
No.
Oh, it's a PC, isn't it? Oh, yeah. PC don't tend to happen, do they? It's more laptops.
Yeah, laptops, phones, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So every time teachers like, oh yeah, put it on the start of the lesson, I'm like, yeah, there's a problem with that. Can't exactly do that.
Can't quite hear. What do you say? Just go like,
I just say I've ordered one. It's on its way. Well, I've not. I'm probably gonna order it like tomorrow.
never.
Yeah, I could just keep using the excuse like, oh yeah, COVID's delaying it or something.
COVID, it's over. Like COVID's still delaying it.
Yeah.
You're halfway through next year, yeah, can't help it.
Yeah, sorry, COVID's just ruining it. COVID's not a thing. No, it is.
Yeah, but to be fair, you won't need it anyway because you'll be in college.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're on about.
yeah, fair enough.
I think they're on about making us go back, not full time, but for like a week in, week out next when we go back. Is it February?
Yeah, it's like in
after?
a month, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like February.
If it all goes well. Well, today the COVID cases are decreasing today.
It's always good.
I mean, I don't know if it's good because I can't really going physically into college.
Yeah, I know it's kind of effort.
But then I also feel like I don't do as much work when I'm at home. Like I still do it.
I absolutely do nothing at home.
Yeah, you sent video.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I just play Xbox. I mean,
you sent a video in before of you listening to what was it? Was it Tyler My Diamonds? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put it on my playlist, didn't I? I just had it on.
Yeah.
I was playing the Xbox. That was on. I couldn't even hear the tutor.
Yeah.
Then yeah.
So you could have set a task and you wouldn't have done it.
Yeah. Someone in the thingy in the class, the tutor went. He was here, but he weren't there. Like he did the register. He was like, he said his name, and he was like, "Yeah, you're here," and he weren't here. So he got away with not even going on.
Jeez.
I was like, I wish that could happen to me.
Yeah.
I wish that happened on mine. I get marked off when I'm in. I'm like, what?
You're like, yeah, you're not here.
Don't even get me started with getting marked off when you're in, right? Honestly, the amount of times especially my IT teacher, right? He'll set a task, and then like 5 minutes before it's due, he's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I want a screenshot of it sending to me." I'm like, "Huh?" So I'm like, "I've done it, but I didn't expect a screenshot to have to be sent." He goes,
teachers that you can like, I don't like him.
He's like, "Oh, send a screenshot." So I send him a screenshot, and he's like, "Oh, by the way, if you don't send one, I'm not marking you in." How does that work?
Just sue him, Nick.
Oh no, marks me off. Well, I am in because I'm sat here, headphones on, listening, just like, yeah.
He's a muppet. Him.
What would you do if you actually couldn't send, if you physically couldn't send files? what would you do?
That's what some people do in our class. They make the excuses just for the fact that they've not done the work, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm sorry, but my computer can't send it. I'm like, what?
It won't let me send it.
I'm definitely not one of them.
Don't know why you would be. Goodbye, you do all your work.
To be fair, though, we got set work, but like they said, yeah, just do these like 30-odd questions. I was like, 30-odd questions. Read them. I've already done them. At work, you get them, and we have to do them.
Oh my god!
So I've already got them on my computer, so I can just be like, yeah, I've been working on these quite hard. just have to copy the same file and change a few words at the start. So
you gotta wait to do it.
Pretty good. Exactly. So everyone's like, oh bloody hell!
Oh, I've got to do it. Yeah,
what questions that?
Done this.
What were they? He's alright.
Has anything funny ever happened in your lesson? Because mine are just so dead.
Not really, no.
Like,
it's not online. Like people just don't talk.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. It's like we always get put in these breakout groups, right? So it's like this class is split into like 4 different groups with different people. There's like 5 in each group, and then we go into different video calls. Nobody speaks, nobody types anything, and we're all just sat there in dead silence.
We have to do that next week. I'm not doing that.
So there's this one lad in mine. He puts hello in the chat, and then he's just waffling about nothing, and I'm like, yeah, that's brilliant, mate, but what are you doing?
When did I?
This guy, exactly.
Bloody North Korea.
It's like, hello, how's everyone doing? I'm glad we have a lesson last night.
You're not
Shut up,
drinking.
mate. Shut up.
Like, the best thing that's happened in my lesson was probably like someone walking in late with like a coffee in their hand, just like, oh, sorry I'm late. just rocked up with a coffee.
Strolling in.
Yeah, just rocked up with it. Coffee in his hand, like, yeah, sorry I'm late. Like, where have you been? He's like, I was getting a coffee. He's like, fair enough.
Well, to be fair enough. You're not going to stop him now, are you?
So, yeah.
He's got his
Well,
coffee.
like, what are you gonna do?
Also, there was that one time where I didn't know we had a second lesson. It was like the first online week, and I thought the teacher just sacked it off for the second one. I went in the shower, and then I heard my phone like buzzing. I was like, "What the?" And so the lad in my class was texting me saying, "There's a lesson on now," and I was like, "Just in the shower. I'm not going to answer in the shower."
Just turn your face cam on with water dripping down your face.
I'm outside. It's raining.
It's
sunny though.
It's raining really hard. I'm definitely not in the shower.
The camera just slips down there like, that's not mine. That's not mine. That.
It's my dad's that. Wait.
Wait, what the hell are you talking about?
That's a bit mad, you know.
Oh, no. So like, just like get on. I was like, sorry, I'm late. I had to go to the shop. I was like, yeah.
Oh. Speaking of going to the shop, when we're going the co-op on our breaks, there's always that one guy just sat in the window.
Who?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I don't know.
Is it the chip shop, man?
Yeah, the one at the chip shop. Yeah.
There's a chip shop across the road from the court that we go to, and there's this man who lives upstairs, and he owns the chip shop, and he lives upstairs. He just takes a peek out the window every morning as everybody's walking to the door.
Every time we're there at the co-op, like, he's just looking across, and like, we're always like trying to see if he's there. He's like, yeah, I'm here, don't worry.
Oh my god! Just see a head pop out the window like
Hello. Oh, the people in the chip shop as well, proper Chinese. I struggle to understand. I struggle to understand their English. What they're saying.
You want a finger? You want a finger? No, I want a finger. I don't want a sore finger. When you hear my finger, you get a smack.
And there's one thing they say, it's like, do you want it open? Like, I asked for chips, and like, they say, do you want it open or closed? Like, what? What do you mean, do you want it open or closed?
I'll have that chip open and that one closed.
What do you mean? So I just said open. I was like, yeah, I'll have them open. And it came like just a cone. Like, it was just a cone, like whatever that like
cone?
That paper stuff is that they use, and they just put chips in it.
What, like a cone?
You know them weird circle hats that they wear, like with a point at the top?
Yeah.
If you think about one of them, but upside down, they just put chips in it.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I used to have them when I was a kid. Yeah.
So I didn't know what it meant. I was like, I'll have them open. She's like, okay. I was like,
well.
Alright, she gave me, I was like, thanks.
Speaking of someone Chinese,
oh, go on.
At work, we have like a caretaker. God knows where we found her. I'm sorry, she's not Chinese. She's Filipino.
Whoa.
Calm it down.
Is that racist? That?
I think it might be. Carry on.
Anything's racist in 2020. Let's be honest.
2021.
Yeah, I can't.
2021 now. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Anyway, but we always go like this lad at work. He goes happening like that. He's like 19 or something. He goes happening, and she goes, "Oh, what's happening? Oh, what's happening?" we're like, "What the?" And then we were just on our dinner, on our break, and that, and she just come in. There was like 4 of us in there, and then she was like, she came in and like, she just started saying, "You're my son, you're my son." I was like, no,
no,
she's the most dodgiest person of all time.
You got me a bit confused, like.
Yeah.
Oh god.
No, but she's well weird. She's kind of funny, like, but she's about 4'6". No, I'm not even joking. She is tingy.
Jeez. I thought I was small. Jesus Christ.
Well,
oh no, she's tingy.
Not compared to her, clearly.
Yeah, well, and she got the most Filipino name ever.
Like what?
Go on.
Pam.
I mean,
You know my name, Pam.
You're not wrong.
I mean,
what
I
did you
don't
say
know.
she was? A cleaner?
Is that the caretaker person? Like a
Caretaker.
cleaner, yeah. A cleaner, basically. She
Just walks
and
around
then
mopping
once
floor.
we had to like get these this I don't know what it was, like this tape or something, but she had it. So we went. She was like, "It's like, have you got some tape?" And she was like, "You want tape?" I was like, "Yeah, we want tape." Screaming at me all day. I was like, "Yeah, I want tape." And she was like, "You want one or two?" I was like, "All they have one." She gave me four. I was like, I swear I said I only wanted one, but
Clearly doesn't understand the difference between 1 and 4.
it's like, you want one or two? Four. One, four.
Here's 4.
Give me four. Just to make sure, I was like, I only need a little bit.
I
Literally, I only need like a little tiny little bit to put
I
this thing
needed
together.
to just rip a little bit off, like just stick this thing together. No, you can have 4 rolls.
Oh, bless her.
I remember work experience, mate. That was, it was funny that.
I remember that, but I don't want to remember that.
Why? What was that? What happened at yours?
Nothing. It was just dead.
What did you do?
I got freaking in a post office.
Oh yeah, yeah, you did. Did you? The teacher sorted that out for you, did they?
And then I was the thing that was going to get sorted out, but I was like, I didn't have anything to do. Like 4 things I was going to do that I wanted to do got broke down because they weren't allowed because of risk assessment. I was too young or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, my sister's boyfriend, dad, owned this post office. I was like, oh. I was like, you can go here. I was like, oh, go on then.
Oh,
Worst mistake in my life. Like, it dragged. I got paid for it.
Oh,
I got paid 5 days, and I only went 4 days. Pretty good, isn't it?
Oh, won't complain.
Because the last day was like, you don't have to go. I was like,
oh, nice one.
I was well confused with all that because everybody came in the next day saying that, oh yeah, I got paid this much, I got paid this much. I'm like, what? I didn't get paid.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I was like, I'm not getting any money.
Well, you guys got money for that.
What did you do, Dan?
I worked at this aquarium type shop thing where they sell fish.
Oh,
that is just sick. That is something you want to do.
No, I'm just sat there taking the fish out of the tanks. They're like, no, actually, I don't want that one. I'm like, oh yeah, let me just put the bag of fish back.
Let me just put it back in the tank.
Back in there a second.
It's just on the floor.
Hey, there's like a tank of frogs, right? There's a tank of frogs. I hate frogs. I'm like, all right, I'm going to work here, but if somebody wants frogs, then you can deal with that.
You can
And
get
somebody
it
walks in,
yourself.
he goes, excuse me, can I have the frogs? I'm like, yeah, give me one set. Like, can you not just get me the frogs? I'm in a rush. I'm like, mate, I ain't touching the frogs.
Mate, it's not my job, that one. I only do fish.
Oh, yeah.
If you want a fish,
I'm
I can
not
give you
going
that.
anywhere near that little sloppy thing there.
It's random. I'm going to feed the piranhas. They have piranhas in a massive tank. They're like, yeah, you need to go feed them. I'm like, yeah, you've given me a bag and some food. I'm like, what do I do with this? You go, just put your hand in and drop it in. I'm like, no thanks.
I
I don't want to put my hand in
eat
the
ya.
tank of piranhas. No,
Put your hand in, like, your hand comes out like
you just bones left on it. You're like, what?
yeah. You just walk over. I think I need to go to the hospital.
just put your hand on the desk. Yeah.
Well, your hand's not there, so.
You see, this is my problem. Can you fix? She goes, well,
anything.
She goes, well, how's that happen then? Well, you see, I was told from a work experience to feed some piranhas.
Put a large behind it. I had no idea what to feed them, so I fed them my hand.
Yeah. They enjoyed it, don't get me wrong.
The piranhas are well fed, like they're not dying for a while, but
There's a lot of meat on my hands.
oh Jesus! Was the sharks there? Not like a big shark, just like.
Yeah, actually, they had these random mini type shark things that people could buy. They're like £100 each. I'm like, mate, you come here and buy one of them. It's a bit weird. But you literally you drop a cube of food in, and the tiniest shark going, it's like bigger than its head, and it just opens its mouth and it's gone. I'm like, what?
It's not even
It's like
mad,
it's literally the food stuffing out of his gills. I'm like, is it meant to be doing that? They're like, yeah, it's normal. I'm like, what?
It's normal.
It's normal.
It's like
It's
man's gonna
dying.
choke in a minute.
Just has a chomp on some fat cube of food. It's just floating out the side of the face.
He just turns upside down and starts floating. Yeah, what's happening?
Well,
It's
why is that
normal. I don't
happening?
think that's normal. Man.
Just turns upside down, floats to the top. It's like, I don't think that's meant to happen. Yeah, no, it's just
Meant to kill
sleeping.
the
Don't
fish.
worry. Just as soon as you leave, like your day's finished, whatever, they go, yeah, we need to get rid of this quick.
Like he's working for free and he's still messing it up.
Why do we ever agree to this? Just killed one of them.
My granddad had a fish tank once in his house, and I always went and got the fish with him, and he had like a fair bit of fish, like 20 odd fish. But one day, Mini Me decided I want a shark. We went to some like place, probably where you went, where they sell fish and that. We bought one of them little ones, the little tiny sharks, and then came back about, I don't know, 2 weeks later or something. There was only one fish in there.
Oh my god!
It was a shark.
Oh dear.
So my granddad was like, "Yeah, well, where you been gone? I've cleaned out a few fish." I was like, "Oh, where's they gone?" He was like, "I don't know." I knew that shark ate the fish. There's no way they just all died like that in 2 weeks. My granddad just didn't tell me that they ate them, but then he told me like a few weeks later. But
Oh, I have a story about fish.
you're a fish.
No, I have a story. I have a story about fish. I'm not a fish. So I was on holiday this one year, and we went to like this. I can't remember. What do you call it? It's not a festival. It's like
A fish festival.
no, it's like not a festival. What's the other word for a festival? Not carnival.
Party.
No.
Oh, no.
Anyway, we went to this thing. It was like in like this huge.
Circus.
That's the one. We went. Yeah. So we went there this one year, and we went there. It was like this huge park. There was just a tent in the middle. We went and watched it, and then like we went out after and was like going through like all these like different things that you could win prizes on. And I won this fish. I was buzzing. I was like, oh, go on. So I got a free fish, and I was like, oh, go on. So we took it back, and then we got a tank, and like we were feeding it and everything. I was like, buzzing.
Fair enough.
So we went on holiday like a couple of weeks after, like just for the weekend. Only to come back to no fish in the tank. So
fishing over a wall.
Yeah, imagine you see that, just a fish walking out the tank.
Like,
so at first, I thought it just like swam into it was like I think it's called like a filter or something, like just to keep the water clean whilst we was gone.
Yeah.
So we thought it just swam in that. It was just gonna open it, like get it out.
Flew out.
So right. So it was on like some drawers, like just outside our kitchen, and it somehow managed to jump out the top of the tank and jump all the way into the conservatory on the floor behind the church.
Oh my god!
So it went from like a nice orange to black. it was just black.
Oh, it died.
So it died. Yeah, it died. And that was the end of that fish. And
his aspiration in life was to be a bird.
It didn't exactly work. He tried flying. Didn't work for him.
Wait. Hold on a minute.
What?
Did you have a dog?
Yeah, but the dog was with us.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so the dog is like, what? I just knocked it out.
Knocks the tank over or something.
Just sees it flying, and I thought it just hooks it out there.
Knocked it out.
Mate. I got one about a fish as well. A lot of fish stories here.
Fish story,
Oh.
go on.
No, it weren't me, but my sister
Oh,
got this fish, won it.
yeah.
I think it was when I drew it. What's it called? Fucking dog.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Won one. On the way home, it was all fine. My sister was like, "Oh, I can't bother carrying this fish." And do you know in the car, do you know the hooks in the car we hold on to at the top?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what they call it. She said it was in a bag. She tried to wrap it around that. Didn't work. The fish fell on the floor. So there's a fish flapping around on the floor. Oh my god. And then we got home, it was dead.
Obviously.
Because there was just water all over the fish. So my sister murdered a fish. I thought I was stupid, but that's top shit. That is bad.
I can't be bothered
Murdered.
holding the fish, so I'll just tie it up. Nothing will go wrong.
Didn't tie it very well, clearly.
Yeah.
Oh, good old fish.
Oh.
I had a hamster once.
Oh my god,
Oh,
I've heard this story. Go on.
It was chilling. The fish was not fish. Hamster.
Fish?
Hamster was chilling.
We're moving on
Hamster
from
was
fish.
chilling and that. But like we came downstairs one day. I come downstairs and there was just like my mum and my sister were like stood around like the cage. So I was like, "Oh, what's happened? Oh, we think it's dead." I was like, "Oh." My sister was crying, and my sister was like, "Can we bury it?" I was like, "Bloody hell, bury it!" So Mum, we buried it in the garden. I still believe to this day that fish, not fish. Oh my god, that hamster was hibernating. That was not dead. There's no way it just died like that.
Yeah.
We didn't even have it for long.
Just buried a hibernating.
So I think we buried alive a hibernating hamster.
Do hamsters hibernate?
I've googled it, and I'm sure, unless I can't read,
I'll search it.
Give it
have a search. But I'm positive it would, because it never. It was just like it was sleeping. But I was just, oh no, it's dead. But it's like, no, it's definitely not dead. Hibernating. I'm saying that hamster's still hibernating.
I'm
to this
pretty
day.
sure.
I'm
I'm
gonna
pretty
bet
sure
you
they
don't
do.
mean.
It's saying here that hamsters only hibernate in cold temperatures. If the cage is next to an open window or like in a cold part of the room, then it'll start hibernating for a few hours or maximum a few days.
Nah. Maybe
the top
it was
question is the top question of that is my hamster hibernating or dead?
dead. See?
Wait, so
Well, we didn't put it on a radiator near a radiator. I can't remember if the room was cold because we got the room done up and probably it's nice and warm. Maybe it was cold.
Maybe.
We'll never know.
maybe
Maybe the hamster was dead. Maybe it was hibernating. Actually, it's hibernating.
maybe the hamster was cold.
Maybe they just need a blanket in that.
Just put a blanket on it, it'd wake up in about a minute.
Just put a little tea towel over him because he's a bit small.
There you go, mate.
Speaking of pets, I honestly, right?
Go on.
So I think it was I want to say year 10. Yeah, it would have been year 10 or 11. I came home from high school one day, and my brother was off ill, so my mum had to stay off work as well. And I think my nan went round and whatever, and my dog was like,
COVID. Oh no.
no,
sorry.
that was like,
I'm sorry.
that was a while ago, right? Before COVID times. And my dog was like
Right.
was playing. I assume he was just like playing around or whatever. And then as
Right.
I think, I get home, and I'm like, oh, she's like, oh, I've got a story to tell you. It's like, oh, hang on, let me just go and get changed. So I got changed, came back downstairs. I was like, what's his story? And she went, so you know how you throw like your toys for your dog? I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know how this happened, but apparently I think it was my brother that threw it. It landed on like the window, and my dog,
Right.
being very stupid, there's like a gap between my couch and the wall, and there's a radiator in between there. So he's gone to jump up. He's jumped up on top of the couch, and he's gone to get the toy. And he somehow managed to get wedged in between the gap.
So your dog got stuck between the couch and the radiator.
Yeah, so he's got stuck there, and he's just like 2 paws, like just trying to like grip himself to pull him back up. And I only have a picture in my head of what he looked like.
I have as well.
And
I thought you were going to say he jumped through the window.
Yes, same. Like jumped out the window and fell to the floor.
Big old window where you come back like that.
So I don't know how he's managed to get wedged in between there. But apparently they spent like 10 minutes just trying to get him out. I was like, oh, why couldn't I have been an older to see it? I wish I was there to see it. It's probably so funny.
Dog's little paws stuck there.
Just like, he's not big. Like he's like, if he was to stand up on his back 2 legs, like he's probably about up to my waist. So I don't know how it's happened. I mean, it did, and it's a funny story to be honest.
No, that's very funny to be fair. The dog got stuck between a window and a window. Yeah, couch and a radiator. Sorry.
Coaching already.
It makes no sense, but it happened.
Right, them things happen. 1 in a million chance.
Yeah, and I wasn't there to see it.
Yeah.
Put it on YouTube, get 1 million views.
Oh, no.
You heard it? Oh, you'd have banged that neck.
Oh, that would have been a
But you had a stinker.
Oh,
The debt, lad.
if
Try to make it do it again. Just
just do the
Pick
same
up your
thing.
dog and throw him at the
Picks it up like its tail and just swings it round.
You need to get the before how he got there. So you just keep
Yeah.
throwing the little thing, not the dog,
Yeah.
the toy into the same place and see if he does it.
Just
no,
learn from
no,
last
no.
time.
Have you seen that video of that I think it was a blind dog, and because they were getting like the room done, it goes to jump onto the couch because it thinks it's still and it jumps, it just just face plants the floor.
I think I've seen
Have you
that.
seen It's so funny.
I've not seen that one where it's like the dog just skims itself down the stairs.
Yeah.
Launches itself down the stairs.
Yeah, I don't understand that means. Just did it.
Am I right in saying like it's the one where like it runs up to the top of the stairs and it turns round?
Yeah.
And then it just sprints and just leaps off the top. Yeah.
It takes like a little look over the edge, knowing its fate, and then it just runs.
It's just looking like, oh, you know what? Yeah, go on. Just runs back and just launches itself down the stairs. Oh, yeah.
Do you know what pet I want?
Go on.
What?
A monkey.
A monkey.
I've seen people have monkey, like they're in like, I think it's in Dubai, and he dresses it in a suit. He bought a suit for it. This monkey. How sick would that be? You know, a little monkey just rocking around the gaff.
Imagine just swinging off the line.
That'd be sick. That you just like take it around everywhere. Someone just starts trying to hit you. This monkey just jumps on his face.
Yeah.
So them little capuchin monkeys, there's one on TikTok, I think it's called George, and it shows him saying that he's smarter than most humans. He's like open packages from Amazon and stuff.
Wow.
What? That's sick. You said you need a monkey, lad.
I swear I heard this story like a while ago of like Amazon like thinking of just getting like loads of monkeys and just sending them like instead of like
I robbed the monkey.
Yeah, your monkey comes delivering to your door. You just take the monkey and the package.
I'll take. You know what? I'll take them both.
You can take that back, lad. I want monkey.
I'll take the monkey. Is this monkey free? Oh, go on.
You grabbed all of it. Go on,
It's a special deal.
You're coming with me.
Oh, that'd be sick, huh?
Just a monkey going round. That's what we'll be saying.
Imagine that.
You just can't let it out of the house because it'll probably go swinging. Like,
You lose your monkey because you just swing it off like lampposts and that.
Do you reckon it would use the toilet, or would it just
I'd train it to.
train it?
You can
Like,
train a
just-
dog, why not a monkey?
Exactly.
No, I reckon you could. If you put
Yeah, they're
loads of
like
time
humans,
into it.
lad.
Yeah.
They're like humans. They're just a bit thicker.
Yeah. They're not quite. Yeah, they're not quite as smart as some.
I mean, some
humans.
people, you know.
There be some people that you do question.
I question myself sometimes. I reckon the monkey would be cleverer than me.
There's probably a monkey out there that's cleverer than every human.
Probably.
I won't doubt it.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Whenever you say something's probably happened.
Yeah,
How mad's that?
that is mad. You've said something, it's definitely happened.
Just like no, like you could say.
Well, actually, like a bulldozer ran at a pig and the pig flipped it. That definitely happened.
It probably has happened somewhere.
Some mad place, the bulldozer was ropey.
I have no idea where, but probably.
I'm going India.
Bets on India.
Bet that I'm going for India. If not India, Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
So it's like people do that on TikTok. I've been seeing these people who are like something mad's going to happen on like the 1st of February this year, and I know it's not going to happen. They're saying the time travelers and everything, and I'm like, I know it's not going to happen, but I'm going to remember this.
Yeah.
What's his name? I'm going to find. I think I'll follow it. There's like there's one. Oh my god.
And if something happens on that day, mate, I'm believing him.
Honestly, that's one sole reason I don't have TikTok. Cause it's just stuff like that. It just annoys me because it's like it's not going to happen.
Yeah, but you never know, lad.
Yeah, you never know.
What's
But
It's this guy here, that one time traveller, he's got 880k followers.
That's the one. That one time travel. I think I followed him.
On December 20th,
Yeah, that's the
2021, 8 humans will receive superpowers.
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
That happens.
No, but you know what? Imagine though. Do you know hear about that? So apparently, believe what you want for this.
Go on.
In Canada,
Oh.
I'm just my malfunctioning. Nah, right. In Canada, apparently one of like the high up people,
Yeah.
they've said there is 80 species of aliens among us.
80 species.
80, but like, oh, who is the guy? He's on TikTok again, but like this guy, like he's got most things right. He's not. He's like a pretending he's a time traveler. He's like on the news and that. He just reads it out and that.
Oh.
But like apparently in Canada, like they've said like there's 80 among us, and like they're not like harmful or anything, and they look just like us, and like you don't know what an alien looks like.
Mate, I could be an alien.
I could be.
I reckon Deck's an alien.
Do you reckon?
Deck, do you believe there's aliens in the world?
Not in this world.
That means he is one. He's definitely an alien.
Nah, you're trying to hide it, lad.
He's trying to cover himself.
He's trying to cover himself. You're an alien. But like, it's some Israeli man said as well, like the Israeli, like someone in the army, so it's quite serious, really, isn't it? Like, high up in the army, one of the generals. They said that there is life on Mars and that,
I do believe that.
and but they're underground, and it's called like the something Federation, something.
Oh.
And they're not like they've already come in contact with us, but they're trying to like, and the high up people in the world are trying to like get stuff done with them, like deals and that. But it's like
smuggling from Mars.
Just smuggling rocks and that.
Just get some dealing going.
You never know what's going on higher up. Like we could believe all we want, but you never know. I reckon there's some dodgy stuff going on.
There's some mad things going on.
Yeah, like, so
Like,
I
some
reckon you
people
go for it,
are
mate. You try and get like into all it.
What, president?
Yeah, like know about everything. You could tell us all.
Exactly. I might go for it. I'm too stupid for that, man.
Uh,
And like,
yeah.
I'll be like, I swear to not say anything. I go for like me mate. Like, oh yeah, do you not hear about that alien rocking around the place the other day?
It's like you're president. You give them 2 buttons. This one gives everyone money. This one blows up the country. You're like, oh, let me give people money. Whoops, wrong button.
Oh dear.
Wrong one. Next time I'll not do that one.
It's too late now. You're blowing it up.
See, there's a new president in there.
Oh, Joe Biden.
Yeah, I reckon they should have kept Trump. I reckon they made a mistake.
Not after what he's just done.
What's he done? He's done nothing wrong. What's he done?
Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it.
He let people storm the thing.
Yeah,
he was
don't
mad, worry. He was angry.
I mean, I smash a controller when I'm mad, but that's just me.
Exactly the same.
I just punch the air when I'm mad.
Just record yourself doing that.
He's like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
You just catch some random ghost off guard.
Just feel you. It's like,
a ghost just appears through my wall, and obviously I can't see it though. I just like I don't know, die on fire.
Well,
I was like, oh God's sake, just knock it out.
You just feel you hit it. You're like, what
am I just hit?
I'm mad that. Do you not believe in ghosts? No.
No.
You don't believe in them?
No.
I don't really know, you know.
I do, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't believe in like ghosts, but I believe in like spirits and that.
Yeah.
If a house is like, say, haunted,
yeah,
I think that's just you going there thinking that it is haunted. That makes it scary.
Yeah, it's like every little noise that you hear in it, you're gonna think.
Yeah.
But who called it haunted in the first place?
Well, I don't know. Someone.
Exactly. But you can't say, oh.
Yeah,
But it's like on Ghost. Have you seen that Ghost Hunter stuff?
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, it's a bit dodgy. That I'm watching it, thinking like, I don't think that's real, but I'm not gonna go and do it. Like, but it could be, but it couldn't be.
I'm not personally gonna go out and do all this stuff that you're doing. But it's probably not real.
If I went to like one of them houses and did that, I would actually just have to sit on the toilet all the time.
It'd be a bit nunty for the ghost to walk in, wouldn't it? So you're pretty
what are you doing, lad? Chili bean?
just walking around with just like nothing else. Like, oh, what are you doing? Like,
just swinging it around, like what the?
What are you doing?
So what's this black magic?
Well, do you mind? Like, privacy, come on.
Weird dog ghosts though. Like, I don't believe in like ghosts. Like, I don't know though. I feel like if I say that, a ghost's gonna come and slap me over the head or something.
I don't believe in you. Bang.
Yeah, but
did you ever like when you was younger, like you was I don't know, say you was downstairs on your own, and it was like you was the last one to go to bed or something. And like you have to turn all the lights off, and the lights are off. And you're like, oh, there's death or someone behind me here.
I think I know what you're gonna say. Yeah.
And you sprint up the stairs, and you're like, get me in bed quick.
As soon as that last light goes off, you're off.
Yeah,
you're going.
It's like you sprint as fast as you can to get to your bed.
Nothing's gonna stop you from sprinting that far.
Especially like I don't know if your door has this, but like there's like. It's glass, but it's not see-through, if you know what I mean. It's like weird.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Every time there was this one time, right? I was going up the stairs, and just like I turned around, and I saw like two red things like through it. I was like, oh no,
I'm dead.
But then as I got upstairs, I heard my neighbour's car door shut, and I was like, thank the Lord for that.
You never know, the ghost might just be taking a big midnight drive.
Oh, no. I mean, I wouldn't know, I didn't see him, so... just saw two bright red lights looking at me. Well, at least I thought there were lights.
Yeah, I know, them moments where your heart just sinks and you're just like...
Oh no, it's over.
Oh my god, I remember this. I can't remember when it was, but it was like a while ago. I can't remember how old I was. But there's this one time, and like, because our street just like cuts off at the end, like you can't go through it, so you've got to go back the way you came.
A cul-de-sac.
What?
A cul-de-sac.
Sure.
Is that what you call it? Is that what, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. Whatever.
Well, that's what it's called.
I don't know. You might just be making up words here. I have no idea.
Nah, I swear.
One time I've searched it.
Go on.
Yeah, a street or passage closed at one end.
Oh,
A
right.
cul-de-sac.
I'm not capping.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
right.
right.
So, I need to sneeze.
Don't sneeze. Die. Full of it. It's completely riddled.
Right. Anyway, so this one night, these two people come down the street, and I was like, oh, I just thought they was walking.
Wait, what? Hang on a minute. Start again.
So, right.
Are you in the street?
I actually have a few stories about like stuff like this.
Oh,
Right, I'll start with the first one. So the first one was I was in my house, like I was just watching TV because I was a lot younger. I didn't have like a PlayStation or Xbox or anything at this point, and
Yeah.
I looked out the window and there was these two people just like you could tell they were like looking like what house to go in and stuff.
Like, dodgy.
Like it was proper dodgy. They're like hats on. Like there was from what I could
Oh,
see,
right, they're dodgy.
I could
The
swear,
hats make it.
like no, like they were like hats and like black clothes, like just completely black. Like you could see the face though. I assumed they was trying to like, make
Were
it
they
look,
black?
no. I assumed they were trying to make it
Alright, fair
look
enough.
more casual, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and then the next night, I kid you not, a house got robbed.
That's into it.
I think it was them two. It's always that one house that gets robbed as well. Like it's been robbed like 3
That
times.
poor house.
Like
That poor house.
I kid you not, there's been like 3 different people that lived in it. From
They
what
need
I
to
can
get some
remember.
cameras and that then. You need to
Yeah.
get some like guns or something.
Just get like a shotgun trap at the front of the house. Like if they break in, just a shotgun like appears out of nowhere.
Go on, carry on. What happened?
And then
One.
second story. So I was in the street with like all the people that, well, I say people, like at the time.
The boys.
Yeah, at the time, all the boys. Yeah, that's what you want to say. And we were all just
Yeah.
out, was playing. I think it was just like talking or like playing. I think it was like playing football and stuff. And then someone went in, and then next minute, because it was like 10:30 or something, and we were all just sat chatting about God knows what. And kid you not, I say I looked. Someone looked up to the top of the street, and there was like we thought, from what we could see, there was just someone just stood there with something in their hand. We all just blitzed it into our houses. Like, no, well, I don't know what it was. It looked like something pointy or something, but I don't know if it was like just say like, I don't know, a bin with like a pole hanging out of it or something. Like we couldn't tell, because it was like 10:30 at night. It was like pitch black. Oh, it was scary. Oh, it was bad.
I'm playing some games. I've got a headset on, like, so it's like hard to hear stuff outside and that. But I hear like a massive bang. I'm like, Jesus Christ! I checked outside. There was no rain or anything. It was quite bright. I was like, well, there's no lightning or anything. It's like 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So it was like going dark, but it wasn't dark. Well, one comes to the bottom of the skirt. She goes, "What you banging for?" I'm like, "Mate, that was not me." And I'm like, what was it you? She was like, "No, I haven't touched anything." We look out the back window. There's about 4 men robbing next door's house through the back. We're like, what happens here then? And then an ex-policeman, right, walking up the street with his dog, shouts at them. They bolted up the street into this getaway car. The ex-policeman shouts to us. He goes, "Would you call the police?" So with her, we're on the phone to 999 saying, "Excuse me, yeah, next door's house has just been robbed. Could you come quick?" About 4 hours later, the police turned up.
Oh my God.
4 hours.
Everything.
We called them at 6 o'clock and they turned up at 11:30.
What was the point? What was the point of coming?
We were like, "Yeah, well, you've come here now. That's brilliant." They were like, "Do you know anything about these men?" They were like, "Well, we could have given you some information and stuff." And they're like, "We give it all of them." And they were like, yeah, well, that's wonderful. See you later. I'm like, right, are you going to do anything with that? They were like, no. I was like, well,
Well, what was the
mate,
point of
next
going?
doors have been robbed. No, but the lady wasn't in. She was at a concert in London with a daughter.
Yeah.
So it's been robbed in. But she's only just moved as well.
That's a shame.
But I started thinking she's got something mad in there. I think she's got like a tesseract or something in her house. Because she's been robbed. Mate, bro, she's been robbed into 9 times at her last house. 9 times.
What?
I'm like, mate, you've got to have something special in your house to
You've
get
got
robbed
some
into 9 times.
What are you
alien
hiding?
stuff, you.
Exactly. It's like, how do so many people know what you've got in your house, and why do you keep getting robbed? Like, she's moved and she's been robbed again. I'm like, what?
You should
It's-
look like she's some sort of like. She has tesseract.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
Like, does the
You
house
could bring
look
aliens
nice?
in
No, it's a bungalow next to me, bruv. It's like it's.
Which one
it's,
is it? The
it's-
one to the left or the right here?
Mate, there isn't one to the right of me.
Oh yeah.
It's one on the left. It's just next to us on the left.
That's mad. That. So she got robbed 9 times in the last house, and then she got robbed again in the new house.
Yeah, it's mad.
I reckon
I'm
she's
like,
used
what
to
the hell
it.
is it?
I'm just
I-
sat
I
like,
reckon
at least
you
it
robbed
wasn't us.
I reckon you go in me and see if it still works.
Yeah, she's still here. She's still here.
She dodgy.
No, she's nice. She's a nice
Speak to her.
lady.
fair
Yeah,
enough.
but she says hello as I'm walking past and that. It's just
Oh.
your average neighbour conversation.
Maybe she's just really unlucky.
I don't know. I mean, we've got a key to her house.
Oh.
She was like, if I'm out next time and I get robbed into her, you hear an alarm go off, then you just go in. I'm like, nice one.
Yeah,
You
don't
walk in,
worry.
there's just some men like, I'm gonna, oh mate, alright mate.
Start robbing it with them, like, oh, what's in here?
Oh, go on, I'll join you. Don't snitch me.
They come back, all the stuff's gone. They're like, did you hear the alarm go off? Nah, mate.
No, the alarm didn't go off. They must have like failed it.
Nah, she's got full-on high-tech alarms now, and that it's like on the windows. Like anybody touches a window, an alarm goes off. I'm like,
Oh.
You just walk over to the lobs out of the window.
yeah.
Load of alarm clocks going off.
Just playing
It's
football, the ball hits the window.
I'm being robbed. I'm being robbed.
No, sorry, it was just the ball. It hit the window. Don't panic. I remember this one time in high school. I was always walking. I used to walk, and there was this like old woman. Like, I don't know how long she's lived there. No, I don't know how long she'd lived there, but I've never seen her in my life before. And like genuinely for like it was like 3 or 4 days. Like, I'd walk every morning, and she'd say the exact same thing to me.
It's like deja vu every day.
I was just walking, it's like, I swear this has happened before. This is exactly what she said. It creeped me out. Don't get me wrong. I was like, So the first thing was, you're good looking for your age. I was like, I'm just gonna move on. And the second one was, do you want any sweets? I was like, yeah, nah, fuck that, I'm going.
Yeah, go on.
Let me guess what's next. A white van coming, man. Leave me alone.
Wait, is she an old woman?
Yeah. I don't know if she's
How
just...
old?
I can't tell you. 60 plus, I imagine.
If she tries to kidnap you, I'd just kidnap her. I mean.
But it was that...
Oh, how the turntables have turned.
She's still trying to put you in a bag and put tape over your eyes and whatever. And you just turn around, you poke her in the knee and it buckles. You're like, oh, nice.
She's like walk off, she's chasing. She's like sprinting, but she's like dead slow. Like, what are you doing?
So there's no point trying, bro.
That's the thing, I only ever saw her then 4 days, and it was never again.
Was she still outside of her house?
No, it was just 4 days and that was it.
Wait, what? So she's just stood on the path, just telling you that you could.
No.
And she just walked past.
No, she went stood on the path. She was like, she was like at a care or something. Like she just turned around and just ate it.
She just drive to the school every day just to give you a compliment.
All right.
Just from like Norway.
There's some Polish people in my street, to be fair.
No,
We have Polish people near us. I'm like weird Polish people.
Fair enough.
That's weird, that Nick.
We both know
You
Paulie.
get to say, I don't know him personally.
Oh, well, I mean, I kind of know him. Not.
What's their names?
No, I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna.
Oh, is it some mad Polish name?
It's some mad Polish name. I'm just. I'm not even gonna try. I'm not gonna bother. No, not happening.
No, there's no point in embarrassing yourself. Your English is terrible,
Oh, yeah,
even if it's Polish.
Even if no.
Oh,
I reckon. I mean, if you want to talk about you hitting top 500, Mr. Doofus.
I
Go on,
can.
Doof.
Well, I have actually been playing Rocket League for quite a while.
So
Hit GC a bit ago. GC, big achievement when it was actually an achievement until they brought out these new ranks.
Yeah.
Quite upset, can't reach it.
What's GC?
Grand Champ.
Grand Champion.
Yeah.
It used to be the highest rank in the game when I got it, but
That sounds mad.
but now they brought out a new rank which is higher, and it's quite hard to get.
Yeah.
But there's this thing. It was for CS:GO. It's called Face It. They used to do they do tournaments and all that, and you can enter them at whatever level. It's like when you get to the top of it, it's more like semi-pro like type level. So it's actually quite good. They brought it for Rocket League, and I downloaded it about a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
I've connected my account to it and done a few matches with it, and it's put me in top 500 in the UK. So I'm
on, lad.
Well, that's decent.
Is this
Top
a 1v1?
500.
I think it just goes. I don't know what it goes off because it's just my entire account. I don't know what rank it's gone off or anything, but it's put me in top 500 in the UK.
Round of applause.
Thank you.
Let's just say it goes off the highest rank you've ever achieved. I imagine.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
That fair enough. We have a famous person on our.
I don't reckon I'm that far behind me.
No, you wouldn't be. Download it and check.
I reckon I'm close, me.
Do you reckon?
I think that's close, me.
Well, they do it for quite a few games. It's like CS:GO. It's mostly PC games, like all the stuff like League of Legends and all that. But it's it's just about They brought it to Rocket League, so I was like, nice one.
Oh, fair enough.
You earn points on it. It's like Face It points. Like you do tournaments, you get points and stuff, and you can like you use them points. You get gift cards and stuff. It's like it's actually legit, and it's not one of them weird ones.
Yeah,
it's quite decent.
How many tournaments do you reckon you'd have to play to actually get a gift card?
Well, the prize is for I did a ones tournament earlier, and I got third.
Ooh.
So it's actually quite hard. I was surprised. When you go on codes, it's 67.5 thousand for a £50 code.
Oof.
Which is I think you're like 2,000 every first place. So you'd need to play quite a few.
That's a lot.
But there's I think it's like 4 tournaments that you can enter because they're all at the same time.
Yeah.
That's pretty decent.
Placing top 5.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you, mate.
You're the closest start I've been to fame.
The closest I've been is 10k views.
That's mad.
It's probably the closest I'm gonna get, really. Big man.
Big man.
Go on, Lewis. What's your closest to fame?
Oh, well, I've got a lot, mate.
Oh, go on, list
them. Beer all day saying it. Oh, you sure?
We've got time. Go on.
You sure? Positive.
Yeah. We've got lots of time.
It's a shame if you're going to be here a long time. Yeah. Hold on. Let me just think of the first one to start with. Yeah. I turned my Xbox on once.
Did you? Oh.
Yeah. It's alright, wasn't it?
It's amazing,
probably I don't have anything. I'm just terrible.
Tell me, you need to just like upload on YouTube and stream a lot more. You.
I would.
Yeah, that good point.
It's a bit hard. Xbox doesn't decide to help YouTube and that.
That's why
I'm streaming on Twitch is just hard.
That's why I'm changing my mind to PlayStation 5 because
Yeah.
I mean, PC is pretty good, you know.
it is pretty good. It's pretty good when you have a good internet connection on there.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet you got a best internet. Your internet's solid.
It's not actually that good. It's like on Xbox when I use wireless internet on Xbox. I got like 28 ping on Rocket League. I've got an Ethernet cable on that, and I'm getting 30. I'm like, well, this is just.
Like, exactly, that's what I mean. Like on my PC, I'm like, I can stream Fortnite with like 10 to 20 ping on the PlayStation, but on PC, I can't even stream it. Like, I can't even play it. Like, that's how bad it is. I couldn't play Fortnite.
I'm starting to think that it's like a part of the PC that just caps off how fast your internet can be.
Yeah.
But I think that I'm gonna need to upgrade something because this internet's not doing it.
I don't know what it would be.
No, I have to look into it.
Just build one from scratch.
That's what I did.
Oh well, and it still doesn't work.
Yeah, I bought all the parts separately and put it together.
Wow. So you're like a genius, isn't
I wish.
I could never do that, mate.
I just watched you. I watched like all the YouTube videos on it, and I had about a year to plan for it because I went to go and get my PC the year beforehand, and then I was told that I can't get it. So I had to. I kept my money and I saved it for the next year, and then I got it. So I just kept researching it for like a year.
That's fair enough. So you're like some sort of like. So you're the living version of Tony Stark, you know.
That's one way to put it.
Building stuff. Building like. You need like a suit.
I'd make a suit like an Iron Man suit.
Yeah, go around.
That'd be good. Some guys made that, and he can fly with it and stuff.
Yeah.
Shut up! No way.
There is. It's like
I'm gonna buy it.
Go on.
How much is it?
I don't know. I can have a look see if I can find it.
Oh, lad, that would be sick. That. I'm
watching
obsessed with Marvel, me.
I was watching a video the other day. I was like, someone like hired a jetpack. It looks sick.
Lad, I want to do something like that.
Have you seen the ones where it's like a water jet and like you can hover over water and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to do one of them, mate. They look sick.
Oh, I found it. You have to buy a jet suit and then you put like metal plates like in the colours of Iron Man over it. It's 440,000.
Oh,
it's called a Gravity Industries jet suit.